Hey guys, I wanted to give you all a quick channel update slash what I'm doing slash a little lesson that I wanted to let you guys in on. Yes! First off, I have been doing so much canning and preserving from my garden and my grandma's garden that I've been doing the videos, but as far as actually being able to sit down and edit the videos, I have not had time to do, because by the time I get home from my grandparents' house, I'm cooking dinner, I'm cleaning up, messing with the kids, and then headed home. And then headed to bed, not home. So, it's life. But I have all the videos, and I'm in the process of doing that this weekend, getting through them all and editing them. So hopefully I'll just be busting out videos here next week, and you should get one every day next week if all goes well. But I did want to bring you along for a couple things that I am doing right now, and also a mistake that was made. And I don't want you guys to make that mistake, so that is why I'm getting on here to tell you guys that A, I'm still alive, hey! And, yeah, what's been going on, I haven't disappeared, it's just been super busy. Anyone that has a big garden knows that, you know, once that stuff starts producing, you gotta be on it. I've done 4 bushels of corn, 2 bushels of green beans, 2 bushels of tomatoes, and that's all been in this last week and a half. So it's been, excuse me, it's been busy, and I have more green beans to do. There's more green beans sitting on my my table, if I could think, my table right now. No, hold on. No, ma'am. But anyway, so let's talk about some of the stuff that I'm doing. So the first thing is this. Dehydrating here. On the bottom 2, I have zucchini and squash. And I have those in small chunks, and I'm dehydrating them. In the other video that I did last week, hold on just a second. No, ma'am. I froze a bunch of zucchini and squash, and now I'm dehydrating some to have on my shelf. Now, this one, that has peppers, that has, ghost peppers, habanero peppers, banana peppers, a couple, dragon cayenne, and some jalapenos. And then this top one, that is Carolina Reapers. They are all going to get dried. I originally, I have some videos, and I'll link that it's in my canning playlist, where I've canned with ghost peppers and habaneros. And I was going to do more jams and jellies with them, and I still might, but I didn't want them to go bad. And I really have too much on my plate right now to do any jams and jellies at this particular moment, because I have so many other vegetables going on. So I'm just going to dry them, and I'll decide what to do with them later after they're dried. So that is why these are going on. I have my tomatoes. That video is coming out soon. And on with the tomatoes, that's when I have to show you my uh-oh moment. So here's one of my freezers, and let's see if you can see what's wrong. Let's look right here. Yeah. So that is what happens when you don't have proper headspace, guys. So what happened? These are actually jars that did not seal. I have 2 chili beans, which I'm actually getting ready to use those for a recipe tomorrow. So I actually need to take those out so that they can thaw. They, of course, had the inch of headspace, which is what you need inch and a half if you're going to be, yeah, if you're going to be freezing, you want an inch and a half of Headspace. And then this is some of my corn broth. Yeah, that's one of my corn broths that did not seal. I think I had a bad batch of lids, because I had a couple from that pack that didn't seal. But anyway, that's my corn broth, and it's frozen. Now, it's perfectly fine to freeze stuff, like all that's frozen. These are some blackberry jam, some strawberries, and I'm actually, oh! And see, look right there. Look at the mess I just made. Also Headspace. I'm not even sure what that is because I forgot to label it. But I'll have to mess with that too. Anyway, with Headspace, when you're freezing, you want a good inch and a half, because otherwise this will happen. Because you got to think, it's going to expand. And like I was saying, it's perfectly fine to put your stuff in the freezer, especially if it doesn't seal and you're not going to use it in time. Pop it in the freezer. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Just make sure you have the correct Headspace. These jars are made to be put in the freezer if you want them. There's nothing wrong with that. But tomatoes, when you're canning tomatoes, you do a ½ inch of Headspace. So, like this one wasn't, I didn't even can this one, I just stuck it in the freezer because it wasn't even full all the way. That one's fine. This one, ½ inch of Headspace. My jar didn't bust, but the whole top popped off. So that's what happened with that one. This one I heard, and that's what brought it all to my attention. Not only did this pop off, but the whole jar ruptured. So there's that. And now I have a nice glass mess that I get to clean up. So lesson learned. I know. It's perfectly fine to put stuff in your freezer, but if you're going to put stuff in your freezer, make sure you adjust to proper Headspace. So if you're putting in tomatoes that only have an inch of ½ an inch of Headspace, pour a little bit out or use a little bit something before sticking it in your freezer. Because otherwise you'll have this happen. Luckily, like I said, I'm going to make chili, so this one, I'm going to set that out in a bowl. I'll be able to use that, but like the glass one, I'm going to have to throw out, the one that ruptured. And then this jar, I'm going to thaw out and try to figure out what it is. Because oh, that sounds so bad. Because I have two of them in here. This one and another one. And I'm really not sure what it is. I don't know what it is. Oh, that sounds so bad. It's good. It's something I made, and I obviously wanted to save it because I put it in my freezer. I'll figure it out. Either way, that's what happens when you don't have proper Headspace. So, lesson learned, proper Headspace is not something to be ignored. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this little informational channel update and valuable lesson, and I will see you guys next week. I might post tomorrow because I'm getting ready to just upload this from my phone. I may post tomorrow. If not, you will for sure start seeing me on Monday, and I'll just be busting them out all week long so you can see what's been going on the past week and a half, 2 weeks. And then you'll understand why I haven't been posting. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Love you all.